Bienvenidos, soy la Bruja Espinada, and I am here with a very special new moon in Pisces reading. So let's get started. Oh, right off the back, we have the Eight of Cups. Let's see. Ooh, okay. We have the Three of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the King of Wands, ooh, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Hierophant. Seven of Cups. Okay, the Knight of Cups. I will stop right there for right now. Eight of Cups. What is there to say that hasn't already been said? So, the Eight of Cups is coming to a period of completion. When we get the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups is typically the sign that says pick one. Pick one and go with it. But when we talk about the Eight of Cups in this sense, there's reflection. There's looking at everything that you've had to try. And this doesn't go without saying that, well, you reflect on everything that you felt, everything that's been accomplished, everything that has not felt like an accomplishment at all. There's still an accumulation that seems to be bitter. Like everything hasn't felt right. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's so much pressure and thought of nothing has ever gone right. That doesn't make you a failure by any means. While so many outsiders may say, claim, state that it is failure, it is not. It's a learning lesson. And this is shown. And so, yes, you know, as you reflect, as you look back, as you think upon these things, there's been a lot of pain. There's been a lot of discomfort. But the fact of the matter is these are all learning experiences. As I mentioned before, the Pentacles, while have always been associated with money, typically it is about resources. And that doesn't just mean like information available to you, but this is also experience. Your experiences. What have you learned from every single experience that you've had? There's been a learning lesson and you have an abundance of them. And that's seen with the Ten of Pentacles. There's so much learning that has gone on. And you know how I know? So as you see, there's something growing from all the resources here. Everything has come to fruition, right? So the Page of Wands, similar to what is growing from these resources, what is growing from you? What is growing from you? What has come from you that is shining through this light, the sun? There's as you can see, the sun in the background. Nothing grows without light. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. So the Sun card is everything good, right? It's everything good. It's always been a positive sign. So when the Sun comes out here, as these passions and things are growing from you, what is growing? What is currently growing that's growing from everything you've experienced? Wands typically mean passion, something you're passionate about, something that lights your fire, whatever, as cheesy as that sounds. Like, that's kind of what this is indicating right here. There's growth. And yeah, that growth can sometimes be through pain. It could be through our darkest times where something has to come through as you're clutched over, doubled over in pain, or in that position of like, I quit, I can't anymore. There's growth still to be had. And as it is a page, the beginning, the start of something new, but there's growth and life happening in this. Now, the Four of Pentacles comes up again. Money's tight. Money's tight, so you're hoarding all your wealth currently. Not necessarily a bad thing, but as I mentioned before in a previous reading, you gotta give to get. So while you're trying to save every single penny, think about how to wisely invest any funds that you may have, how to wisely invest in your resources. So that's not necessarily meaning that you have to like go and buy stocks or whatever. No, that's only one focus, right? But how can you better get a turnaround on your resources? So let's say, for example, if we're not using money as the example, you have a contact and someone happens to mention, be like, hey, you know what? I have this great idea, but if I only knew the right person, and you know the right person, but you had a similar idea, that doesn't mean that you're going to lose anything out on sharing that contact. The contact's going to work with whoever they want to. But if you put them in contact with the person that you know, maybe they also have resources that they'll share with you. But you have to use your discretion, your intuition to see if that is the best investment overall. But don't hoard all this information, right? Because sometimes getting in good with somebody winds up being better for you in the long run because they will return the favor. That's the whole concept of this. You can't hoard all your wealth and not see your money grow. In order to see your money grow, you have to be able to invest in others as well as you would want them investing in you. Then we have the King of Wands. So we go from the page to the king. Now, here's something that I want to show you. There's a salamander here. A little baby salamander. And then that sits atop the shoulders of the king's shoulders. What sits upon the king's shoulders is a salamander. And I don't know if you notice, but the rod and staff that he is holding is the same, showing that they have mastered what was growing within them. And so as you progress through this, you will see that we are met with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, well, in this image, there is a home in the background, rainbows, rain, which signifies, that the earth is being fertilized for abundance and growth. The couple is expecting. That doesn't necessarily mean that you will be expecting, but that doesn't mean that you won't be. So if you're not looking to bring forth another life into this world, wrap it before you tap it. But when you master that you're afraid to harness, good things will come to you. Now, as you see, we have had this card before. We have the Three of Swords, and we're also met with the Five of Swords. That is not without struggle. So, as you see here, it typically means conflict, typically means battle. There is an individual holding two upright swords, one facing down. There are two on the ground, and in the background there is a burning building. So similarly, this is kind of the concept of like, pick your struggle. pick your struggles. Sometimes we tend to make a mountain out of a molehill, but pick your struggle. Sometimes we hold on to things that we don't need to struggle with, and they just add to the stress in our life. And this is just a reminder of which struggle is worth fighting for. Now, after that, we had the Hierophant. The Hierophant has always been depicted as someone of a religious hierarchy, does things by the book, tries to maintain order. That might be the struggle. That you've been trying to do things a certain way, the way that you've been taught all these years, and, reflect on that. Right now, as you can see, there's a lot of reflection. There's a lot of thought of pain and transition. There's a lot of transition going on, and that's okay. There's a lot of change happening, and even if things aren't the way that you thought that they were going to be, and you followed the order of which you thought it was supposed to be, and it's not working out, it's okay. But guess what? Remember when I was talking about the Seven of Cups? Guess what came out? The Seven of Cups. This, right now you're going through a difficult time. There's a lot of pain, but there's a lot of growth, right? There's so much growth that is to be had. And when you're presented with the Seven of Cups, like I said earlier, the Seven of Cups is that you have so many opportunities available to you. What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the same old cup? The same old cup every single time? Or are you going to choose something different? Are you going to choose something new? There's a snake in one, there's a skull in another, a dragon, roses, a crown, crystals. What looks to be, I think that's some type of herb. What will you choose as you move forward? Now, mind you, depending on what cup you choose, it will take some time to master, as we are met with the Nine of Cups. Now, the last card, shit, I thought this was going to be the card that I stopped on, but, so we are met with Judgment. Quit judging. Okay, Judgment. When Judgment comes out, Judgment is here to express to you a variety of things. Not everyone is innocent in every choice that they have made. But when Judgment comes out, Judgment isn't just for one person in particular. Judgment comes for everybody. Judgment is like karma. Everyone has karma. Everyone. Whether you try to live your best life, something you might have done may have wronged someone. So when the Judgment shows here, everyone gets their comeuppance. Is it good karma or is it bad karma? Now what we have here is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a very interesting card, especially since we have so many cups here. Pisces is a water sign. This has a lot to do with emotions, especially when it comes to trying to balance those emotions. But when we have the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups is a very interesting depiction, because very much like the Eight of Cups, reflecting, this individual is crying over spilt glasses without really paying attention to the fact that despite having spilt 3 cups, 2 cups remain. Despite all the bad things that may have happened, that may be going on, focus on the good things. Appreciate what you do have that makes you happy. So, I'm going to stop there. I didn't want to go with these, but animal spirit guides. What lessons do you have? What messages do you have for our watchers regarding this reading? It's really interesting too, because since we're in a new moon, since we're in a new moon, now is the time to set your intention. Really focus on what it is that you're going to choose moving forward and how you're going to apply that to improve your life. We have the squirrel spirit, and it says, believe in yourself. Right now might not seem like the best moment for you, but guess what? Now is the time. Let me see. Here we go. Squirrel spirit. You have accumulated wisdom and experience and are surrounded by all you need. An abundance of resources is available to you through the generosity of spirit and all your hard work. Squirrel spirit shows up when you need reminding that the acorns you have gathered and stowed away have enormous potential to grow. So relax into knowing there is always enough. And you have what it takes to co-create the reality you want to experience. Through diligent preparation, you have gained wisdom and strength. How much potential you have. Believe in yourself, for spirit believes in you and wants you to know you have enough and are enough. Doesn't that truth make you feel safe and secure? It should, for you have everything you need right now. The unpredictability of life can shake your confidence in yourself and your potential for handling the challenges that come your way. Does the thought of not having enough or being enough make you squirrely? Have you forgotten all your strengths, wisdom, and resources? You have come so far, on your wits and creativity, making use of all your potential and all that spirit presents you to help you through life's trying times. It's time to look back on your life and remember how your needs have always been met for the highest good, even in your most challenging times. Life loves you, and so many treasures are hidden in plain sight, ready to be revealed when you most need them, so relax. Squirrel spirit wants you to know you're poised and ready for whatever's coming next, so trust in yourself and trust that spirit has your back. I don't make this shit up, guys. Sometimes when I start these readings, I look at them and I wonder to myself, what is this trying to say? And I know that by the end, for sure, it will all come to light. Ooh. Mighty Fates, what lessons do you have to add? What lessons? Movement. Physical movement can quickstart major shifts in our internal and external worlds. While this movement can take any form, keep in mind that the type of movement we can do invite in the emotions and experiences associated with it. Intense and vigorous movement can help us access our motivation, power, and fire. Slow and methodical movements can help us tap into our deeper feelings and is especially helpful in releasing, healing, and deeper work. When we move our body, we are allowing any stuck or stagnant energies within us to flow, bring in space for the new. What type of movement do you need? How can you incorporate it into your day more? So, it's time to move. You can't just sit around daydreaming, crying, wallowing. No more wallowing. You gotta move. You gotta start doing something. You have plenty to choose from. You just have to believe in yourself. So, I sincerely hope this helps, and I will see you guys next time.